Welcome to Pokemon.
I saw a movie last night with Chris, even though Chris isn't here.
It was meant to be me, but I had to go do stunt things.
I was also invited, but
to go do stuff.
I didn't go.
I have to plan to be in movies rather than watching them.
All right.
Jason Statham gave him a call. Yeah, like, I need you.
I need you to
What's
be
that,
me.
Vin Statham?
I need a bold stuntman stat.
So I
A bold stuntman?
Yeah.
Statham.
Oh, stat them.
so
What'd you see?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I had the privilege of getting some exclusive advanced tickets.
Get out!
Don't hit the table. But I appreciate the joke. To see Get Out.
I got it.
Which the most difficult thing about talking about this movie is if you don't realize the movie's called Get Out, it's so hard to communicate to someone that it's called Get Out. Because like, what'd you see? It's like Get Out. It's like, no, like, what'd you see? It's like, no, the movie's called Get Out.
That's like a classic comedy sketch.
Yeah.
Who's
Get
on
out.
first? So before you go on, the director of this was,
Jordan Peele.
which is from Key and Peele, the comedy duo.
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
But it's a horror movie.
Wait, which one is he? The tall one?
the shorter one.
The shorter black one?
They're,
They're both black.
The tall one is clearly like some sort of Arab.
Oh my.
I'm colorblind. I can't tell the difference. So
Is that like a political correctness? I'm colorblind.
I'm usually further away from Ye-Chain when he says some things, and I feel like it's worse. Proximity makes
The
this
tall
worse.
guy is not
But
black. He's
the
Middle
point of
Eastern.
my story is, out of all the type of movies you make, comedy is probably the hardest. And for the setup, laugh corresponds very well to setup, scare.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So Chris and I, we saw Get Out, which is annoying if you're anyone else in Australia because just about almost every other country in the world it's been released in. Which the reason I was so stoked for it is because everyone's seen it and I haven't heard one bad thing about it. So, it's great. Hey, like it's...
And next topic.
Like it really like lives up to everything everyone's saying about it, which I never think that.
No one in Australia though, because we haven't seen it yet.
The
Yeah,
hype,
so
the
you actually
hype
can't be
always ruins it.
spoilery.
Yeah, I'm not going to be.
Is it scary?
So it's more the story about the movie is actually just as interesting. So it's obviously it's not a big budget because it's this comedian is making this movie that's a horror movie. Sounds terrible, right? This is the guy who just made Keanu, which is a movie about kidnapping a cat. It's on Netflix. You can go
sounds really
watch
funny.
it. I've heard it's average.
I think
Go.
Ali wants to get sponsored by Netflix. I don't think I've heard a show where he hasn't dropped Netflix.
I do enjoy it.
Netflix's life. Did you watch the Netflix first stand?
So this was
We'll wear
made for
Netflix shirts.
$4.5 million, which sounds
not
like a
much.
lot, but in movie terms, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's
mate.
like the insurance.
Unless you're in Australia and that's the full budget.
Yeah. So there's just so many good things about this movie. It's going to be no spoilers. Don't worry about that.
He's just going to tease you about spoilers.
Yeah.
13 reasons why you should watch Get Out.
Okay.
Go.
So
Throwback.
the director, he's always wanted to do horror. He said, I've done comedy so well. I never actually watch comedy. All I do is watch horror because like I don't like need comedy because that's so much of my life.
Because I'm so funny.
Yeah.
I
Which
make myself
it
laugh.
sounds wanky when you say it, but if you hear him talk, he's actually quite an intelligent person.
He was a computer something
Yeah.
when he started out.
He was a computer.
I feel like comedians have to be pretty intelligent
Yeah.
on some level.
Especially with
Stupid
racial,
Really stupid.
I think a lot of the big ones are very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially if you watch any good Key and Peele.
Now that Ye-Chan said that, I don't think it's true.
If you watch any good Key and Peele, it's actually really intelligent what
Very
you're talking,
smart.
what
Yeah.
they're talking about.
Smart people.
And this movie's actually crazy funny as well. Like it's a horror movie, but there are some bits that made me knee slap with laughter. Like
Oh, so it is like, it has got funny bits in it.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
so,
It's like funny horror.
But is it irony funny or is it like a delivery of a joke type thing?
I don't want to say too much, but it's just there's a character in it that's very funny.
Okay.
Comic relief.
But also the racism is super funny.
Oh, jeez.
So there's heaps of racial undertones in
Wow.
this. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the synopsis is kind of a black dude with a white girlfriend is going back to the white family's house to meet the parents,
Mm.
and then things get weird.
Mayhem ensues.
Yeah, that's pretty much the setup. And
You'd think it was like a Ben Stiller movie from that.
yeah, it actually
Oh,
did.
I didn't
It
say
did
that.
sound like Meet the
Like
Parents.
before, like the bad stuff.
Was the
happened.
black guy played by Ben Stiller?
Yeah, but there's
Tropic Thunder?
There's some
Exactly.
genius stuff in this movie, man. Like I can almost always guess like the ending of a movie. I had no idea in this one. I always kind of tell how it's going to be. But also there's messages in this movie that is like it's kind of preaching at you, but in a way that you don't realize, and you actually really think about it at the end.
Mm.
Like it's actually quite moving in that way, but it's also he was like, I want a movie where people are yelling at the screen.
Isn't that like a very
About what?
stereotypical?
And I yelled in this movie theater like there's
I yelled in Power Rangers
What?
at the screen.
Were you shouting, go, Power?
when the theme song
like
came on.
one thing about this movie is if you're going to see it with a crowd, because it makes a huge difference. Like I was in a packed thing because it was like an advanced screening, and it made such a difference having so many people around you with like the experience of the movie, because it's just there's nothing else really like it in terms of movie. And there's one kind of undertone in it of, when I'm a white person, right? If you didn't
Really?
realize, yeah,
Colorblind.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Thought you were right albino.
So, when you're talking to a person of a different race, and
No. Go
you bring up something about their race that makes you're trying to sound like you're appealing to them, but it comes off super.
Is this when you're trying not to be racist, but then you are racist?
Yeah.
because
Like
of
when
it?
you say rice car
No,
to Ye-Chan.
It's like,
It'd-
I love black people. Do you want chicken?
yeah, or it'd be like
Is
I
it-
love
like
fried
how are you?
chicken.
I love fried rice.
Oh, like when
It's alright that I say
know
this
what
because
I
I've
mean?
got a black friend.
like when Hillary Clinton pulled hot sauce out of her bag when she was doing an interview with like a black magazine.
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she did.
So there's a few moments like that where the dad's like, I would have voted for Obama a third time if he went a third time, like, to the
Yeah.
black guy. Yeah. And I was watching an interview with the director, and he's like, I don't hate people for doing this sort of thing, but I hate what it represents because it's humans categorizing each other by race.
So he's saying, I don't hate you for sourcing all my comedy skits because I'm famous because of it, but I think you're a jerk because you do it.
No, he hates what it represents. So he hates how.
What it is like that thing about human nature.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he-
Categorizing is a survival instinct, though.
Yeah, which he's trying to be counter it. But also the movie, like if you're a white person and you watch this movie, you're gonna feel bad by the end of it. Like that's just
Good.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, serves you right.
Yeah. Damn you, white people.
You know what you
It
did.
Bloody-
definitely
bloody
massages your
whiteys.
white guilt.
Everything?
you bloody whiteys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is for the steam engine.
That's right. What?
What?
Huh?
Yeah, but what he called it, the way he describes it is it's a social thriller. So the way he says you've got to see it in the crowd.
Like Facebook.
It's
What you keep saying that. What part of the crowd? Is it the sounds the other people are making? Is it the fact that they're reacting?
Does everyone go?
Yeah, it's the
That would be
energy
it.
of reaction, and when something happens,
Right, okay.
that you're just like, yeah,
There's
and
like
you're high fiving everyone. And you're like,
I always try to go see when one of the new Marvel films come out. I try and see it in the theater in the first weekend for those fanboy moments.
People start cheering, and you're just like, oh.
and you're like, he gets it, she doesn't.
I'm not that annoying person like say. Some people hate people that talk during the film.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that says that thing at that certain time, and half the audience laughs, and the other half goes, "Trying to watch a movie."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can wait for DVD if you don't want to hear anyone talk.
No, it's not the same though.
I disagree.
Throws
Shut up
me-
in a cinema.
It throws me out of the
Yeah.
immersion.
What if it's really funny?
Nope.
I
Nope.
still remember
That's-
that I'm watching a movie.
That's why this movie's different. I'm usually the guy who's like, shut up.
But this time you're like, look at it
No, it's
behind you.
It's like you're almost a team. It's
Right.
it's so good. But in a time where all movies kind of meld together and they're all the same thing, this one really has its own identity. And when you hear him talk about it, you nailed exactly what you were trying to do, and you really can't say that for a lot of movies, especially like with the DC ones that come out that just don't know what the hell they're doing. With the Fast and the Furious, which is just like, how is that still going?
They know what they're doing.
They're nailing it.
They're doing it very well.
How
Make a
scary
lot of
is
money.
it? Is it very, very scary?
If you're alone, would you be more scared?
It's not like any scary movie I've seen. It's so good.
I'm guessing is it like
So you've not seen any good
Hold
scary
on.
films?
So
yet?
is it jump scares and then you're done with the movie, or is it
It's
the
too
movie?
detailsy. I don't want to say that.
Okay, like you walk away from the movie feeling uncomfortable,
I hate jump scare movies because
Do
it
you?
feels cheap.
but it works.
It's so genius in that, like, what it gives you, like, it gives you everything, but you just don't know what's going to happen.
You're selling this movie quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
I want to watch it.
Yes.
I don't really want to know. I don't really hear anymore.
Let's just
Yeah,
go
I feel
now.
like
I was going to stop. I
Well,
watch.
We have to finish
it's
soon,
not
so we
really
can go.
Okay, so...